What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN USD. It is the 15th day of November, and we have about 1 day and 9.5 hours left in this week here. 15th day of November. We're down about 10% on the week so far, and that's okay. Bitcoin and the rest of crypto has kind of crashed out as well. If we're looking at this on the 1 hour time frame, which I think is what we should do, just we'll scope into the 1 hour and then we'll zoom out from there. We can see that we are getting a little bit of life here. We are moving up a little bit. You had a little bit of a double bottom, and now you're seeing some higher highs. You've got higher lows and higher highs. It's nice to see over the past couple of hours. We've established that. The 1 hour RSI is in a bit of an uptrend, right? Higher lows, higher highs here, which is also nice to see. And likely these uptrends continue until they hit the overbought zone, right? You can hit it once, you can hit it twice, maybe you hit it more than that, whatever. But I would think that we continue to grow based off of this into the end of today's Saturday and likely into tomorrow, Sunday the 16th as well. The 1 hour stochastics rejecting the overbought zone consistently. However, bullish readings overall, we like it. Bouncing off the 50, staying above the 50 here, that's definitely bullish. And then the MACD, is about to turn bullish as well. We're about to cross above the 0 on the 1 hour, which typically, I mean, the last time that we did that was here. We saw a nice little pump, right? We had a little, I mean, from, let's just say, what I want to take, because we crossed it probably here. We crossed the 0 here. So from the moment that we crossed it, from that area there to the high, we pumped another like 9%. Give or take, however you want to look at it, right? From the high, we pumped 5%. From the low, we pumped 12%. Right in the middle there, about 9%. Something like that. I'll take a 9% pump. Whatever we can to get away from this. You know, the sooner that we are above 1 cent, the sooner that we recover overall, right? Looking at this on a 4 hour time frame here, the RSI, it's very stretched out. It is bearish overall. I hope it's obvious as to why. We're spending most of our time below the 50. Not really getting overbought, getting oversold consistently, but you do have bullish divergence on your 4 hour RSI, higher lows here, okay, higher lows there, and you're forming a bit of an uptrend after breaking out of this downtrend here. Lower lows, lower highs right there. We've got some higher lows, higher highs now. We might be forming an uptrend, and it does look productive, okay? Rejecting the 40 is not good, but you rejected it and you didn't get oversold. You broke above it. That is good. You take a not good thing and you make it good. That's good. Here, we've got 1 hour and 24 minutes left in this 4 hour candle. The 4 hour RSI will maintain its bullish posturing so long as we close this candle green. If we come back down and we close it red, well, that could be problematic. We do have bullish divergence on the MACD. We have bullish divergence on the stochastics. We have bullish divergence on the RSI. And I'm hoping that this move that we're in the midst of now, that this is not it, that this is not what the bullish divergence promised. I hope that the bullish divergence is going to lead us to higher levels than just this. And that's kind of my expectation at the moment. The stochastics are definitely suggesting that we have growth to go, more growth to go, probably over the weekend and going even into Monday. We should see some growth here. Looking at the daily time frame, we do have lower lows on a closing basis, right? We have higher lows on the RSI, bullish divergence at its truest form. If today closes green, that bullish divergence is locked in, and that would likely mark a low. Here, and we should see prices that are back above 0.0064, if not beyond there. I would think this bullish divergence here on the daily RSI is enough to send us out of this lower range here and back up toward 1 cent. This is actually looking really good on the 1 hour time frame, or on the daily time frame, especially because here we have a downtrend, right? Lower highs and lower lows, right? Very well established downtrend here. You've gotten into the oversold zone. You are showing bullish divergence. This is very typical when we are looking to break out of a downtrend. So I think that we will. Just because we break out of a downtrend in the RSI doesn't mean that the low has to be in, but that certainly would be a good signal that we're soon enough ready to move higher from a time perspective. And I would think that here we are at a relative low point, right? Looking at this on a weekly basis, here, how's this week? We're down about 10% this week. I doubt that we move up 10%. We could move up 10% by the end of this week. Maybe this week closes neutral. But at any degree, whether we close red or we're neutral, whatever, we're still going to be in this oversold area. And what I'm looking for next week is anything that takes us out of here. I don't care if we're this far out. I don't care if we're very far out. However it is, we're looking to get out of this oversold zone, because when we do, we likely will see some continued growth after that as well. At least to the 50, if not maybe, even to the 40 should promote some good growth from here. That's well above 1 cent again. The next target area that we're really considering is from a high here to a low here would be about 1 cent, right? That's the 382. It's very common when working your way down to find resistance there. It's very common when working your way up to find resistance there. You know, there's multiple paths that we can take, but that 1 cent area being psychological resistance as well right here at the 382 and its prior support right here, it just makes sense that we'll probably go right up to that zone and we'll see what we do from there, right? Understand from here, OnyxCoin I think is on a path where it will go to 1 cent. It'll probably pull back to about 82% of a cent, and then you will go up to your golden ratio. And it's at this point that we can really start to celebrate because we are officially breaking away from this downtrend. We're kind of standing out from this overall price action that we've been in since January, with a move that would take us up to about 1.5 1.6 cents, which is our golden ratio zone there. So that's 1 cent is the next area. 1.5 to 1.6 cents is the area after that. And then once we're above 2 cents, once we really get above, technically it'd be like 2.3 cents. But I think once we get above 2 cents, it's time to get excited because here, this weekly high close right here, that's right there at 2 cents. When we get above there, when we start closing weeks above there, at that point in time, I think it's irrefutable evidence that we are in fact taking out this high, that we are going to progress to higher levels. And I'm actually kind of curious. We've actually never done this. I want to see, do these fibs line up with any of these fibs, high to low here? Let's just see. The 1886, they both line up around 10 to 11 cents. That makes sense. Psychological resistance, 53 cents has some significance there as well. And even $1.70. Wow. I really do believe OnyxCoin is going to be worth over $1 by the end of the cycle, you guys. I very much do believe that. And it's not even worth, it's barely worth over half a cent right now. It's got a lot of potential. But I don't really want to say anything else. I think I've said everything I need to say. Hit the like button, subscribe, take care of yourselves. We are anticipating prices that are well above 5 cents, probably around 10 to 18 cents by the end of this year, if not going into January, and then we should be pushing higher as time goes on. I'll see you on the next one. Hit the like button, take care, bye.